welcome back to my channel. It's just me today. Sorry the other people couldn't be here. We spent a lot of time trying to troubleshoot some issues. I think we have a few minutes before the deadline, so that's good. So the major issue was reconciling our deployment on the front end and the back end. As you can see, the front end here is on Netlify, and the back end is on an AWS EC2 instance. So the problem is if you run a website on an HTTPS domain, you can't make requests to an HTTP server. You have to make the request has to go to an HTTPS enabled domain, which our EC2 isn't. Though we try to use signed self-signed certificates, but obviously the browser doesn't trust those kind of certificates. So I had to get a little creative. We spent a couple of hours troubleshooting this till late, but I came up with a solution that seems to work quite well. So I set up a proxy server on Heroku. So I used just a very simple Nginx configuration. So I'm running it on a container in Heroku, and you can see in our configuration template it proxies our EC2 instance where the backend is running. So yeah, problem solved. That works quite well. So that's pretty much it for the deployment. Again, to demonstrate the app, just like in yesterday's video, you can sign in with GitHub, Facebook, or Google. I'm just going to go ahead and click Google. I'm trying to be quick with this video. And so, yeah, here we are. It loads the profiles. You can search as well in case you're curious. Samuel, yeah, as you can see. And let's pick anyone. So it would load the person's profile. You would see their picture, name, their role, their location, the biography of them, the projects that they've worked on. You can view more as well to see all 14 of them. If you want to see any information about the project, just press view project, and it would load the video, the GitHub link, the description, and the technologies that were used. So yeah, pretty simple application. Nothing really more to it. I think most of the work went into the authentication, so I can log out, and I can use my GitHub, for example, to log in. Yeah, since I'm already logged in on GitHub, it just took me straight to the homepage, which is fine. I can use sign in. I have a sign in. I believe. Okay, so no, that didn't work. I guess that's not my sign in. Let's create an account. I can't really remember my password, so let's say testing. This is just a test at mail.com. Complete the sign up. And here we are. And just to make sure that works, we can log out again and try to sign in with that account that we just created. And yep, here we are. So that's pretty much it. If I have some time, I can show you the deployment. So if we go into our GitHub here, you can see we have a flurry of workflows that didn't actually work, and there's a reason why. So we weren't running, we have two jobs running for tests and for deployments. So I mean, while we were still working on the test feature, we had the deployment sorted already. So we made the jobs run in tandem, so they run at the same time. So if one fails, one can fail and one can work. That's what we wanted. But since once we got everything sorted and fixed up the test, now we separated the jobs. So one has to run first before the other. So the test has to run and pass and before deploying to um, our server. So this job is pretty much just for the back end. The front end already has, Netlify already has its own CI/CD pipeline for it. So this is majorly for the back end. And if I can just show you just a project, this is where the workflow is. These are the jobs, the test and deploy. And this needs attributes is what makes this test dependent on this one succeeding. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you very much. Sorry once again this is late, and yeah, have a nice day.